It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts have...
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota's starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the game of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So they drag 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Holding, receiving seat.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Able to slither by. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On play action, now Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Here we go.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 31, Garoppolo. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 27-yard line. Again, they're returning yards.
That was a nice run slant. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Again, it's Cousins. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 15-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, you're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
There's Garoppolo to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. This $14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Cousins on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And just a yard to go here on second down. Running off tackle with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. Talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure in the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first down throw for Cousins. And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson. 22-yard touchdown. Vikings go by 2 touchdowns. Well executed offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. On the move to his left. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
And knocked it away.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the 48-yard first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, the Vikings now heading onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 45 on second down, Cousins.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Purdy bootlegging it.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Purdy. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And they go the wrong way here. Now it's back to the 20.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Davis Price.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
On 2nd and goal. Purdy to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Purdy on 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And brought down way short of the goal line. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Vikings are coming down there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Oren Burks. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Being chased out left. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And hauled in by Croft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they'll get him down short of first down right on the 10-yard line.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Now Purdy. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
Touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that when a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Going to run with Madison again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's got it. What a catch on the side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards that time.
Let's talk about the guy who came over the play, got caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They go play action here on first down. This goes out wide from Madison. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Niners set to take over on offense. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy.
And the grab by Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. From the 22, Purdy tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. 16-yard line.
I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, they're very electrical.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Johnson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that would extend their lead even further.
After 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Bulldozes past him. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Johnny Munn
From 10 yards out.
And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. It's an important touchdown right there as now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable.
This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each. Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you. Staff points can be used when you have enough staff points. You can begin purchasing talents or special skills that will improve your team on or off the field. To see what effect each talent has, highlight it on the talent tree. The panel will also show whether a talent is available for purchase. Some talent trees make you select a path to follow to build your character. Upon purchasing one of these talents, the opposite path will be locked, so choose wisely.